Yo, what is up guys, Shotgun here and welcome back to another video. So today guys, we're actually back on TreasureWars, and as you guys can see around me, we're actually not in our own base right now because that's already been raided, cry every team, but we're actually in our allies base right now. They're actually our Truce faction, but actually allies TP in. So if you guys don't know them already, they're actually prime. You guys have probably heard of them because I guess they are actually really OP. They have a really nice base, and if I do F top, they're actually second on F top right below Avocado. So Avocado is actually the ally faction, so they basically, I wouldn't say they're the same faction, but I don't know, they basically work together to make their money. So they're more or less the top of the server right now along with Avocado. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there is a guy in this base who is in Avocado. Yeah, this guy right here, D-Dogs, he's actually in Avocado. So they basically do share this base as well, I think. Honestly, not even too sure how it works, but I honestly don't know how Baboon makes some money. So if I actually go in these chests, there's a crap ton of iron, and Kirsty actually told me not to sell any of the iron. She's actually the leader of Primal. If I do a few Primal, you guys, if you haven't already seen them, then this is their faction. Zero Ryan, you guys probably know him. That guy is freaking big. Literally love that guy. He's been around for a little while. Got Kirsty here, who actually is the leader of the faction. You guys have probably seen Honorable PvP with me for a while. That guy literally just saw me with the iron in my hand. He's gonna be like, what the hell, dude? So yeah, either way, we actually have some chests and whatnot down. Like, it looks like everything is empty, more or less. If I actually go in here, like, it looks like they don't really use the chest much because most of these guys have god rank, as you guys can see. That was right. Yeah, I was just about to say, if you didn't have god rank, I would have felt so facepalm. But as you guys can see, okay, I need to take a screenshot. This actually is so screenshot worthy. Right there. So if you guys can see, the IG spawn a crap ton. So I'm really lagging right now because I even put my render distance all the way down, but that doesn't really help because there's so many entities in the chunk I'm in. So I guess turning down my render distance isn't really going to make too much of a difference, but still turned it down a bit. It made a slight difference, but as you guys can see, this freaking IG is spawning down everywhere. And I guess these guys, I'm not even sure if this is the most efficient one on the server, but I haven't really seen one that's spawning more IGs than this one. So right then, if I actually go over here, they have another little storage compartment all the way up here. So I was just checking that chest real quick, wasn't talking about that, but they have another little storage compartment over here. I'm pretty sure I saw this once while it was inside it, or I guess overclean, which is what happened to them. These guys have a freaking crap ton of TNT. Holy crap. But yeah, it happened to them before. They did actually get inside it, and I guess they got overclaimed, but apparently it was due to an inside. Honestly, not too sure what all the details are there, but right now they have all the claims back. I actually don't do FMAP. I'm pretty sure I did that last time in a different base and didn't really turn out too well for me. Everyone got really mad, so need to make sure I don't do that this time around. I guess they didn't get raided because it is a pretty good base. I don't even think me doing FMAP now would really make a difference, but I'm just not going to do it just in case. So as you guys can see over here, we've got the creeper spawners all the way going down. That's where all the TNT from down there is being crafted from, and all the gunpowder on the little side chest over there is actually being acquired from the little creeper spawners over here. So wait, how do I get, okay, there's the little AFK thing for it, but I'm not sure how I exactly get in there. But if there is that over there, that means there is another floor below the one that we just saw. So if I actually head all the way down here, how exactly do I get, oh wait, there isn't another floor, rip, so it actually ends over there. So got Kirsty over here. Oh yeah, she's taking me back to the IGs. So for the most part, these guys have a really rich base. So right guys, right now I'm actually in a different area of the base. As you guys can see, I should probably turn my render distance back up because I'm kind of out of the chunk over there. So if I put that back to 16, it should be good. So if you guys can see over here, they have another little area down here which they don't actually have combined to the rest of the base. So, and there's FM. Okay, looks like, I don't think this is FM, but she's telling me that there is one. So Royal Easy. Okay, yeah, I think that's one of the enemy factions that they actually did try and raid at one point. Let me just quickly check. If I do FU Royal, whoops, can't even spell FU Royal, these guys, okay, they don't have these guys Truce to ally, meaning these guys are probably rival factions. They both are really rich factions. I'm pretty sure Royal are the faction I truced in the last, I guess they were touring based episode, because I guess they, wait, actually I'm trucing them right now. Yeah, I did truce them, so it looks like our allies and our, I guess they're both truces. I allied TP in. I actually might ally these guys, not too sure, but the only reason I don't really ally them is because for the most part there's literally no point at this point. Yeah, it's just basically there's no point at this late in the game, but it doesn't really make a difference. As you guys can see over here, they have even more freaking IGs. That actually is so sick. Let me quickly go in F1. So the IGs aren't pouring as fast as the other ones, but this looks like somebody else's box or something. Actually, I don't want to really count this as a box. It's a bit too big for a box, but I don't even know what they could freaking use that for. I guess it's just split up the IGs a little bit because you don't want to put them all in one place, but for the most part, I guess this base is really nice. They got all these hoppers going down over here as well, feeding into the chest. Let's actually check. So right now they don't really have too much in there. Let's sell a freaking 18 just to piss someone off. So sell hand right there, boys. Okay, I think she actually saw that. So right guys, right now I'm actually at the FM and I've got freaking Zero Ryan running around all the way over there. But as you guys can see, it says Avocado and Primal, meaning these guys are somewhat of the same faction, but I guess only one person in what is it, Avocado actually has the money. So these guys actually combine factions. As you guys can see, they could easily, yeah, they could go over freaking one building. That could have been really sick, but I don't know why they're not actually combined, considering they're literally sitting in the same base. So I literally don't understand the purpose of that. But they got their blaze grinders over here. This is actually the FO, meaning somebody actually joins the faction, goes straight to FO. Holy crap, it's actually so much louder than I thought it was. 3% now. So as you guys can see, I'm literally taking the XP from him. Feels bad, man. Literally feels bad. Right, so this does look like the sugarcane farm over here. So you can literally just hold space and hover all the way up. So for the most part, the sugarcane is kind of, I guess their farm is kind of small, but they've separated it up so they can actually, I guess, produce a lot of sugarcane. But literally, I can't freaking stand the multicolored design kind of thing they have going. Literally hate like how people multicolor their base, because it just looks weird on the eyes for me. But I like the design. I actually really do like the design. But if they stuck to like, I guess a few colors only, it would have looked a lot better for me personally. So right guys, right now I'm actually outside of the base and I'm going to go ahead and tour off the defenses. So these guys over here are apparently region walls. These are actually a new type of region walls. Let me just quickly fly up so you guys can see them properly. So these guys are apparently 3-in-1 region walls, which I've actually never seen before in factions. They're apparently a new type, which Kirsty told me about earlier. She actually made most of this base. She went freaking ham literally with the defenses. So as you guys can see over here, I've literally never even seen this before until she told me about it. These guys are freaking new types of regions, 3-in-1, and to be honest, they actually look really freaking cool, not gonna lie. They actually, yeah, they literally do look really cool. So as we go up the base over here, we actually have cobble pillars placed all the way around over here, and then past the cobble pillars we actually have even more region walls. So these guys, like I said already, actually count for 3 region walls each. So we've got 3 over there, we've got 3 over here, so we've got 6 before we even actually reach the real walls, which actually are over there. So past the little region walls over here, we actually have even more cobble pillars, which I guess this is actually a really overprotected base, not even gonna lie. They have a nice little wrap with, this is a wrap, no this isn't a wrap, so they just got a little wall going out throughout the middle of this. So we've actually got some region filters over here, so if you actually come down here, and yeah, I think she's doing it there. So as you guys just saw right there, if you actually break these blocks on these region filters, they actually do gen back in. Then past the region filters over here, we actually finally literally reached the walls. This was actually the start of our raw chicken base, literally right over here, cutting that entire part off would have been where you would have literally started raiding us if you did raid us. So these guys literally did take so many extra precautions into mind, so I don't really think this base will be getting raided anytime soon. Probably won't even be getting raided until it gets inside, or if it gets inside or whatever. So as you guys can see over here, we've got some walls, so I'm not really too sure how many walls exactly they do have. I think they have roughly, let's say 60 or 70 something. That's what I'm pretty sure they told me earlier. Right, so just asked in chat, they actually do have 63 walls. So actually if we go further up the base, we have some spaghetti pillars over here, which I literally have no clue what they do. And then we've got some mine chat regions over here, which I actually don't know why they have cauldrons on top of them. I think this is another new meta way of doing something, which I guess I'm fully unaware of, but literally I have no clue what's going on there. So over here, wait, they've got another, wait, let me actually go further up over here. So I think this over here are, yeah, these are actually their wraps over here. So we've got 1 wrap, 2 wraps, then we've got the little checker box, or whatever you want to call them, those little sandals that tell you if you're getting raided. And if you go past that, we've got even more wraps going all the way around the base. Past the wraps, we've actually got ourselves some mine chat region walls. I think these guys are actually pretty much standard region walls for the most part. And I guess past that, we've got ourselves a nice sand wall, and then we've got, I think these guys are called filters. No, these guys aren't called filters, they're called, yeah, I think they are called filters actually. So just the ox in chat, and they actually are called filters. So the ones they actually have set up over here are called triple filters, and then past the triple, oh my god dude, bruh. So past the triple filters over here, we actually have the sand wall, I guess another sand wall because they have one over there as well. Then we've got ourselves another pair of mine chat regions, and then we finally reached the base. So before you actually guys comment what the hell this thing up here is, which I was actually kind of wondering earlier as well, apparently they're actually coming up with a new way to actually stop mid-air defense. I guess they are mid-air defenses. They're actually going to come up with a way to stop mid-air raiding or something like that. Honestly, not too sure what exactly they're trying to do with that, but I guess they are trying to test something new on here. So yeah, for the most part, that is basically the base. If I actually go ahead and just fly around over here as well, I showed you guys that entire side over there. So they basically got these going on throughout all the freaking sides, which is actually kind of mad. So if I just fly all the way through over here, that actually feels like a lot more walls than the other ones. Yeah, these guys are definitely a lot more walls. So got another set of regen filters over there, we've got some walls over here, so I think that might be the most vulnerable side, which is why they have the most defenses laid out there. So I actually go down this way. This is world border, I am pretty sure. Yeah, that is world border right there. And if I just carry on going straight through over here, we've got ourselves another pair of, let's actually see, wait, I think these guys may have actually been set up the same as the other ones. We've definitely got more walls actually, so yeah, let me actually, yeah, it looks like, honestly not too sure. I'm arguing with myself right now. So got more regen filters over here, but I think that side is the only one with, I guess, all the mass defenses, because that would take way too long to freaking duplicate onto the other sides. So yeah, for the most part guys, these guys have some freaking mad defenses. You can just multiply what you saw over there by 3, but I guess there are some minor changes on the other walls, but for the most part these are freaking mental. So if I actually go down here really quick, let me actually check what's below the base. I actually didn't even ask about that. Actually, you know what, I'm probably gonna drown trying to do that. I have a squid pet, but literally it's gonna take me a little while to even float down there, and their walls go all the way down to bedrock, of course. So if I actually just quickly, yeah, I think I may be able to go through from over here. So yeah, like I said, this stuff goes all the way down to bedrock, so it's gonna take me a little while to even reach the point where I want to go. So I won't really show off what's below the base. I don't think there is anything too special below there anyway, otherwise it probably would have told me about that beforehand. But I think that will be about it for this little base tour, guys. Alright guys, before I actually wrap this video up, I'm just gonna go ahead and duel a few people, because I did say in my previous video that I will be dueling some people just, I guess, at the end of some of the episodes, just to wrap some of them off, because I guess you guys really haven't asked me to duel you just for truces and stuff, and I kind of stopped doing that. So I guess to make up for that, I kind of switched to this whole ordeal. So I actually dueled this guy once already, and I guess I kind of beat him along with another person, which I actually, oh, holy crap, this guy's dropping really low, I guess really fast again. So not too sure how this is. Literally, some people don't believe in like the whole blocking thing, but for me, I don't know. Okay, he's dead, but for me it basically feels like it does work. So let me actually go ahead and duel him again in, I guess, okay, I need to get out of combat first. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do this guy in execution then. So I think I just got out of combat right there. So actually do execution. I hate doing an executioner, but I guess that's what. Wait, let me quickly find it. Which one was it again? I literally, what is my life right now? Executioner, yes, the gold axe. So this guy actually hits me. Okay, there you go. Let's hit him up with execution. I know some people are dueling me right now as well, but this guy actually messaged me a bit early, and to be honest, if he messaged me asking for a duel, I probably won't do it just because I'm probably busy, I guess, just recording something else. But this guy literally messaged at the exact right time, so for the most part guys, probably isn't a good idea to message me for that. But sometimes I guess this guy literally just got lucky, and for the most part I saw him at spawn while he messaged me, so I guess that also was a good shout right there. So actually go, this guy is actually getting some really nice hits in, holy crap, he could actually win this one. Yo, he might actually win. Yo, right there. Okay, nice. So I just finally ended up finishing him off there. So executioner class, definitely, I guess, enchant based or whatnot, or luck based, either one of those. I guess both of those, to be honest. But I think I will wrap you up there. We just 2-0'd him. Let me just quickly go ahead and message him. I guess it's 3-0, but did one of them off camera, so it doesn't count. So go ahead and message him. Good fight. So either way, guys, I think I will wrap this video up here. I got this guy's head as well, dude. I freaking love derpy heads, dude. Oh my god, I'm keeping that in my PV somewhere. But either way, guys, I think I will wrap the video up here. I do need to reapply my gear. Alright, there you go. I just reapplied my gear. But if you guys did enjoy today's episode of TreasureWars, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everyone.